This country is fed up.
Yeah.
This is a
Seriously.
fed up country.
Yeah.
The mainstream media can say all the shit they want, and they're trying, but the people aren't buying it.
No.
And he is right. We shouldn't just blindly believe the media after they've lied to us so many times. This is your favorite half Chinese, and this is not about Joe Rogan alone. A terrific entertainer. I mean, his record says enough. Now, I do not always agree with him, as most of the time I also don't watch him. It's not my type of show, but he gives a good example of behavior of a polarized people. As we can see, the chart here clearly shows how polarized the United States is and the Netherlands, the country where I live. So let's see some more, and then I will elaborate on it and give you a little bit bigger insight.
Well, there's people that voted for Biden that are doing it now.
Yeah.
They're like, what did I do?
Right.
Like, what did I choose? Like, how is this guy?
Yeah, you just can't listen to an interview where he's saying some of the stuff he says that just makes no sense at all. It's like you can't listen to those interviews and feel like you made a good decision. I don't know how you could.
Did you hear what he
I
said?
100% agree with that, but I mean, it also goes for both sides. And in fact, I've saw some other candidates that I covered. It also goes for not only those two, but also for a lot of others, if not all. And that's the problem for the American people.
Did you hear what he said like yesterday or a couple days ago?
Mm-mm.
He's talking about the Revolutionary War. He's like, one of the reasons why we lost the Revolutionary War, one of the problems with the Revolutionary War was they didn't have enough airports.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I saw that.
Have
Like,
you seen
what
that?
the hell?
Like, pull him.
It's
Imagine
crazy.
If you had any other job and you were talking like that,
Yeah.
they would go, hey, you're done.
If you talk,
So this part is very important. He says because of Biden said that, he should be done, right?
You're done.
if you talk,
In any other job, right? So here in the following clip, they will watch Biden saying that, but pay close attention. It's going to be hilarious.
By the way, the same stable genius that said the biggest problem we had in the Revolutionary War is we didn't have enough airports. Whoa.
yeah, that's it.
whoa,
All right, just,
What?
just for the record,
Is that fake?
it's not fake, but he was referencing Trump saying that. Here's what Trump saying it in 2019.
Oh.
Donald Trump said something about that, and he didn't say Jesus. He said a stable genius, and that's where the transcription.
Let me hear what it says. What did he say?
In June of 1775, the Continental Congress created a unified army out of the revolutionary forces encamped around Boston and New York, and named after the great George Washington, Commander-in-Chief. The Continental Army suffered a bitter winter of Valley Forge, found glory across the waters of the Delaware, and seized victory from Cornwallis of Yorktown. Our army manned the airport. It ran the ramparts. It took over the airports. It did everything it had to do.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So he fucked up.
Yeah, he did. But I feel like
Took over
that's
the airport.
I'm just-
you can
yeah.
tell too. It sounds like a little different. He's like,
Yeah.
you can tell he like messed up his words, but
Yeah.
he was just, I don't know.
Took over the airports.
Well, that's
It
the
is
thing
funny.
about
But it's-
media these days. It's like
right.
you
never
got to
know.
look into it.
And all of a sudden, it doesn't matter. Oh, he just effed up. Nothing like he should be done. Now, I have nothing against Joe Rogan, but it gives a perfect example of people whose mind is being kept hostage and imprisoned. Now, I'm not a fan of neither Biden or Trump. In fact, most of you all know I don't think a president in the United States has anything to say at all. It is almost as if I can see the strings holding their hands and feet by their puppeteers, namely their donors, when they appear to give their scripted speeches to trick you into giving consent for policies you actually are against. So this is what happens in a polarized society. We have two camps in America's case. Republicans and Democrats. There is a third party, but that one is being suppressed by the other two. So they basically don't count till the Americans wake up from their nightmare and start saying, hey man, we don't want neither of you. Let's vote for the other one. So it works like this.
You're either with us or you're with the enemy. That's clear. I will continue to make that clear.
As you just heard, you are either with us or against us. And then a very, very, very important, he says, I will continue to make that play.
Continue to make that clear.
Again, I will continue to make that play. And that is very true, as it is a play that leaves no room for second thought. It literally will take your brain hostage. You either with me or against me. And if you are with me, you must condemn all the other side says or does. And you must condone all I say or do. And this was an exact example of that. Joe's brain is unfortunately successfully trained almost like in the Pavlov system. When he hears Trump, he starts to drool. When he hears Biden, he starts to bark. Don't believe it? Go watch the segment. If this wasn't the case and he had a free brain, he would have said something like, oh my God, I didn't know that. Wow, there was Trump? He might have been a little bit bewildered, but he would say, I think I must reconsider right now. And then he should start to examine more speeches for these kind of irregularities. But instead he said, he just effed up. But when Biden effs up, he needs to be done. Those are his words, by the way, not mine. Please, CIA, no drones to my home, no drones to my home. Anyway, I was just saying what Joe Rogan says, right? So please, keep your drones over there. I hope that people will become a bit more vigilant. And if you find a similar case in your own thought process, stop it and get some help. Start to look at more of those kind thought processes. Start to recap all your standpoints and reason with yourself. Try to prove yourself wrong and try to figure out if the standpoints you have are still valid in your current life today. This is the only way to fight this mass brainwashing of people.
Either you're with us, either you love freedom.
Freedom? No, it's going to give me exactly the opposite. This is another Christmas gift from MrFong to you. Anyways, that was it. Please let me know what you think of this. Please keep it respectful. We are not uncivilized barbarians. This was your favorite half Chinese. And as always, have a great day.